guys, Bobby here. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to be reviewing those bhCosmetics products that I got in and unboxed for you last week. I am really loving those brushes. They are fantastic. And if you watched my unboxing, you will have seen that I got all 10 of these brushes, and this it is a spotlight and highlight palettes, and I got both of these for 20 bucks. They were on sale. In fact, I got my whole order for like $52 shipped because they had free shipping as well. This is the palette. I'm not a big shimmer on my face person. Oh look, you can see all of my products going on here and stuff in the mirror. Fun. But this is the palette. It's very pretty on the colors. But they are all very shimmery as well. So I'm not huge on the palette, but it was $20 for the brushes, or $20 for the brushes and the palette, and so I'm a girl for a deal. I got the palette. So I'm going to do real quick. I want to show you how well these brushes work because they work fantastic. I'm going to use my eyeshadow palette. This is the BH Studio Pro Titanium. These colors are beautiful as well. They're also shimmery, which I don't mind on my eyes nearly as much as I do like on my cheeks. I don't know, but I will use it so that you can see. And then I have the HD Pro again on the Studio. It's like one of their little lines, the HD Brow Print Pencil. I'm really liking it. It does its job. No complaints, and I think it was $6. And then I had told y'all that I've been using bhCosmetics for years. I actually think right after my husband and I got married is when I found these palettes. This is my third one that I have gotten, mainly just because I wanted to try out other palettes. So my daughter got a palette, and one of my sister-in-laws got the very first palette when I decided I wanted a new one. But these go on sale for like 15 to 20 bucks all the time. It's $120, 120 colors, not $120, good lord. But these are the colors. This is the 5th edition. It's so pretty. I love this palette. I use it all the time. You can kind of see where I use some colors more than others. But I've had this palette for a year now, and like, I'm nowhere near done with it. And I want to show you how pigmented this is. Okay, so this is the black. See that? Let's do this pink. It's pink. Let's do this shimmery purpley. So this is how pigmented they are. I mean, they are super pigmented. They are great. They last a long time. I don't find that they like fade very much. And like you can see on my towel. But anyway, so I love them. That's why I don't pay $20 per shadow color from different companies like Urban Decay or, you know, just any of those companies, because I love bhCosmetics, and these products, they work, and they're super affordable, and they have sales all the time. I think these are like $30, but even $30 for this is a pretty freaking good deal considering how long it lasts and how pigmented it is and how many options you get. Some people are like, well, there's too many options, but I don't know. I'm usually like that too, but I'm a girl for a deal, and it was on sale for 15 bucks, so I went ahead and got it. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I like to do my eyes first. This is not like a makeup demo video or anything by any means. I am not a makeup professional. The only complaint I have about these brushes is that it didn't come with a smaller eyeshadow fluffer brush. So I'm using this one that I got at Ulta from another set, that Real Techniques. This is just the set that I used to have. And I mean, I still have it, but I wanted some new brushes. All right, and let's see, what did I do with, yes, okay. So this is the eyeshadow brush. I probably need to go ahead and grab the little cheat sheet to tell me what brush is what, because I don't know. Okay, yes. So here's my little cheat sheet, and I'm keeping it so that I can tell what brush is what and what it's supposed to do. But this is the large shadow brush, and so I am going to take, I don't know, let's take this pretty pink color. I'm kind of leaning toward it lately, and I'm going to look past y'all into my mirror and just pop it on. It's pretty pigmented. and very easy to go on. I'm really liking the shadow, which I knew I would, because it does not take a whole lot of effort to put a lot of color on your eye. And I have primed my eye already again with the You Got It Glowing On from Posh. And let's see. So that is all on my eye. And I am going to take my Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to take like this darker color and pop it in my crease. Which I know this is not a bhCosmetics brush, but again, I wish this palette, it would have been 100% complete in my book had it had just this one tiny little brush. Okay, so that's 2 of the colors from here. Stay with me, because I'm going to get to the concealer and stuff now. All right, and this is Bye Bye Under Eye from bhCosmetics. I do think that part of having a flawless makeup is having good quality high makeup too. And you see, it doesn't take very much. Like, I'm not sitting there and slathering it on like you see so many vloggers do. I don't understand that. Like, that's a whole lot of product. This is a lot of product too. And so for this, I take this brush, which, let's see, it is the number 139. So it is the Precision Flat Blending Brush. And what I like is, like, bhCosmetics has a dual end brush, and they're like, you can save money and get this dual end brushes because it's 2-in-1. Well, I saved even more because I spent 20 bucks on 10 brushes, and that's half the cost of what your one brush cost. And I got all of them. So what I do is I take this and I just fluff right underneath my eye and kind of pat and swipe. And I bring it right up under my eye. But you can see how well it's blending. It blends super duper well. I don't know. I like a deal, guys, so I can't spend a ton of money. Not when I can find something cheaper. Okay. And then my nose always gets really red, so I always buff onto my nose too. Some things, though, you get what you pay for, but bhCosmetics, I'm really excited about them because I haven't gotten much from them that hasn't worked out super well for their price. Now, my makeup, though, like my foundation and my primer, I do spend a little bit now because, I mean, you saw how little I used. And, like, all that redness and darkness is, like, virtually gone now. So that's fantastic. I got some little red spots here because I like to pick at my skin because I'm a goober. Oh, my anxiety is flaring up too. Lovely. Okay, so that is this little blending brush. I use it for my concealer. This is like the worst video ever. I'm sorry, guys. And then I have my bhCosmetics. I use the medium tan for the Your Skin But Better. What I like about this foundation, this is how little I'm going to use, by the way. I use about half a pump. And I do think that that's part to do with, one, it's a really good foundation. It covers very well. You need very little. And two, I really take care of my skin now thanks to my Posh products. I think all of that really ties in. But I bought this very early July, and I think I still have like half the tube left or not. Or more is what I mean. So when you're spending on a foundation, sometimes it's worth it because of the longevity and how little you need. Okay, so I just push it into my skin with this brush. This is the bigger, this is the number 135, so it is the Blending Definer brush. And I use it as my foundation brush. And just really pack everything in. See, it's nice and flat. Get a little bit more foundation. And just blend that in. So like I push and swipe. And the brush does a lot of the work for me, which I really, really like. Before these brushes, when I would do my makeup, even with the IT foundation, when I was using the Real Techniques that you can get at Ulta, sometimes my makeup would look great and on point, and then other times hot mess and I just want to start over. And I'm not like a big makeup person, but you know, when it's looking cakey and flaky and just like, no, you kind of want to redo it over. And you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. So, it's looking really nice. And I come down my neck a little bit. I like this foundation too because it's got SPF 50 in it. And it's also anti-aging, so it really ties in with my Posh products very well, I think. And so I really like that. Okay, and so now I use this brush and I'm going to highlight my face. So I do use this palette some. I do use like the whiter colors where you just really want to pop some, stop it, hair. Some little highlights, and I'll like go along my brow here. Oh, I didn't use my brow pen yet. And this just kind of brightens your eye up and wakes it up a little bit. And then I'll do this white in my corner. And then I kind of bring it up to kind of blend it back out. So into that corner and then pop it up. You see? And then I'll use my brow pencil real quick. I think you're supposed to brush it first, because I have really sparse areas right here that I really need to fill in. Can y'all hear my not even 2-year-old in the background trying to count? He just started that this week. He'll be like 2, 3. Yesterday he was going 7. And I went 8, and he went 9. 10, yay! And I was like, you're not even 2. What is, this is so awesome, but weird, because your sister was not like that. She was the observer, and she was like, I don't need to talk. You know what I want. Until she was about 2.5. And I knew she could hear, and I knew she could talk, because she would talk some, but she, not like him. He is like a talker. And so I just fill in my sparse little areas, and it fills in very nicely. It still looks very natural. So I'm really a pretty big fan of this. You got to put light pressure though. The first time I used it, I used too much and it did break. But I think I paid like $5, maybe $6 for it. I don't know. So it's pretty cheap, but you still, if you're spending money on it, you don't want it to break. So just apply light pressure. It doesn't take much. And it does the job that it needs to. Okay, so I use these brushes as well. I don't really use this one a whole lot. And this one I use for my setting spray. I actually set the setting spray. Oh, that is another bhCosmetics product I got too, and I do need to bring it out to review it. So hang on. Gotta do the full set, guys. So I did order that too in my $50 little setup that I got. Okay, so I'm not going to use these bronzers just because they are so shimmery. They're very shimmery. If you like shimmer though, these palettes are probably right up your alley. But I'm going to use Bronze Broad from Posh. And I just take it and swipe up my cheek and swipe up my other cheek. And then I'll take it and just do little dots. Dot, dot, dot. And then I like to try and make my chin look a little slimmer, so I'll put a dot here and a dot here. And a dot there on my nose and on the other side. Because I do have a pretty wide set nose, and doesn't that look fun? Okay, so roll that back down. That's the only problem I have with this too, is like the roller does not want to come back down on this one. I don't have the smaller version, so I don't know if the smaller version does that or not. Okay, and so then I take this tapered, see it's angled up, and I take this brush and I buff it in going up. And it blends super well. Like, I love that these are so soft, but they're also firm. So like I can really push down on it, but it's full, it's thick, it's firm, it does everything you need it to do, and it takes a lot of the work out. And I love that. And kind of go right here on my chin. Okay. And then I take this and kind of brush it back into the hairline. Okay, like that. And then I am going to take, I think that's where I use this brush. I should probably actually switch that and use this one along my nose and this one for my cheek. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? Okay, so I take this and I just kind of push it down. Because if you do it right here, it kind of looks really weird. So I do it down. So this blended it out really nicely as well. Okay, and then I'm going to take this one, and here are my cheek and lip stains that I've got. I'm kind of leaning more toward this one for lips than this one, because this one you can hardly see. It's kind of like the same color as my lips, so it's a very nude color for me, even though it's pink. And I use this one for my lips and this one for my cheeks. So what I'm going to do is I just take my finger and swirl it and kind of pop it along here. And this is just to give me a little bit of color, and I pop it right on top of my bronzer. And then I'll take this bigger fluffer brush, which I know I'm not giving y'all the names of it. I'm telling you, large angled buffer brush, and just kind of pop that there as well. It takes me so much longer to do my makeup when I'm doing a video. And I'm not even doing like a how I do my makeup video. But y'all are kind of getting to see how I do my makeup anyway. And then I have the lip brush. And I just kind of take that and pop it on. I mean, it's a lip brush. It does its job. It's also firm. Make my X and then come down. So this is just like a lipstick, you know, it's not a lip stain. So if you go to drink something, it will get on your cup. It will get on your cup. And it won't last all day. So this is one that you would want to carry around and reapply. You can use your fingers though, you don't have to use this brush. And I think these were like $5 each, but they work very nicely too. So now one last brush, the big fluffy brush. I think I've used all 10. I tried to purposely use all 10 for you guys so that y'all could see all brushes in action. And so what I do for this, I don't spray it on my face. I think it feels weird. So I'll actually spray it directly on this brush and just kind of like sweep it along my face. And I do find that it helps my makeup stay a lot nicer and longer. So I'm just kind of patting it into my skin first. Okay. Shake off the excess. Because I don't know, a lot of them say to like wet your face, but that just feels weird when it's done, doesn't it? So, patting off that excess. My brush is still nice and wet though. I also find that when it's too wet, like it just takes off the makeup that you just put on, which is really annoying, and I don't like that. Oh, my flare-up's going away, nice. Anybody has anxiety? I'm sure you relate. My husband and I, when we were getting married, I was so worried about repeating the vows wrong in front of everybody and like screwing it up. I know that sounds pretty silly to some people, but I really was. And like I had on one of those halter dresses, and all of this was just flush, like just so red and flush. It was ridiculous. And when we got back to the back, like after we walked down the aisle, and my bridesmaids were all like, "Bobby, what happened? What is wrong?" And I was like, "What? Oh my God, I don't know." I had never seen it before because they usually wear more modest shirts than what I wore on my wedding day, which it was still modest too. But anyway, it's fun. It's fun. I later on went to the doctor and found out I had anxiety, and the reason why I found out is I got misdiagnosed with having high blood pressure. And then I'd start taking my blood pressure at home, and it was always normal, and she was like, "I'm so glad you did this. This proves you do not have a high blood pressure." hang on 1 second though. We're going to test you for something else. And I had like flags across the board. She was like, you have anxiety. We're going to get you some medicine. It's okay. And I am proud to say that, yes, I did take the medicine for a while, but I have learned to kind of like calm myself, and I don't have my anxiety flare-ups nearly as bad. And I don't even know why we got on that topic. Hi. Well, I do know. Hi. Say hi, Austin. But now I can go to the doctors and not have high blood pressure, which is fantastic. And I don't react as bad to other situations anymore. And my son loves makeup brushes, by the way. So, but that is it, guys. I'm really loving everything that I got from bhCosmetics that I did the video on last week. And highly, highly, highly recommend them. I can't believe this video is like already 21 minutes long. Sorry for the babbles. But hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you got a laugh out of some of my stories. And just enjoyed seeing these products in action. I really like them. And highly, highly, highly recommend them, especially with their price point. And they work. So it's fantastic. Don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. And stay tuned for just more stuff from me. Y'all have a great day. Bye.